Hello everyone, welcome back. Quick draft of Throne of Eldraine, likely to be the last one run on the channel since they're closing sign up in just a few hours. It would be nice to get, another successful one, wouldn't it? After finally getting one in the last video. Actually, we had one that went like 5 or 6 wins, didn't we? And then we had the 7 in the last video. Anyway, what is this? 4 mana Rankle, Master of Pranks. A 4 mana 3/3 flying haste. That seems pretty good. Choose any number. So the idea with this is well, first of all, it's just like a pretty reasonable creature. But each of these kind of things you could choose. Oh, it's bigger. Okay, is can apply in different circumstances, right? If you have card advantage, like first of all, if your hand is empty and theirs isn't, making them discard is great. If you're like pressing for damage, or if you are short on gas, you can draw cards. And if you have tiny creatures and they only have big creatures, you can like sack. Like, so this seems to be doing some really amazing stuff. I strongly suspect we're taking this one. There is Sir Conrad, though, who's also great. That's actually a tough choice. Fireborn Knight, also very good in red-white decks. Let me just see what the draft guide says, because these all seem pretty... These top 3 are pretty good, although I think, like, this is clearly the bottom tier of these 3. And then everything else is not worth taking. Yeah, so Rankle Master of Pranks is listed in the Bomb Rares / Mystics at 10th best card in the set, which puts him above Sir Conrad, who is in, like, I don't know, 25th place or something. He's very good. One of the best uncommons, but this is like is this a mythic rare or a rare? I don't really understand the coloring. I know it's certainly at least a rare, I think. I don't know. There's that kind of orange coloring. I don't know. Anyway, it's a good card and we're going to take it. Makes us obviously very black. Oh my gosh, Revenge of Ravens? Ooh, or like a nice blue-black counter spell. This is a card that sees play in Constructed, when it's legal anyway. I don't know if like what the currently legal set of sets is, but it's both removal. It's removal or counter, whichever you need. So like if you get to the creature before they play it, you can delete it. You can counter it, right? And if not, you can like delete it after it's played, which is a luxury you're not often offered. But yeah, obviously it sort of makes us want to play blue, where we might prefer, for example, to stay in black. And this is like, I don't know what to think of Revenge of Ravens. I believe it's an okay card. I don't think it's insane. Like, it can kind of make it difficult for the opponent to finish you off, is the idea. It can stall out a board if your opponent doesn't have a win condition better than like attacking you with creatures. I'm actually like kind of surprised. It's Revenge of Ravens is just in like, it's just above mediocre in this rating. And I bet Drown in the Loch is pretty good. I know I have a searchable thing, but I wanted to see it in context. So I am looking through the draft guide kind of by hand with pictures. Am I missing something? I must be. Well, that's why I made a searchable one. First of all, it's not listed as one of the 10 best uncommons. It's not in the great tier. There it is. It's in the top of good, so it's like a C or C minus. Okay. And Revenge of Ravens is listed only in like the bottom of good, so like they're comparable, but this commits me to blue. The other thing is like we could take this Sir Alan, which I mean I don't like having black and white because it's gonna make it really hard to. I mean, obviously, if you end up running like just a black-white deck, these cards are both fine. But they're a little bit awkward. You won't always be able to curve them out, and it would make it hard, for example, to like run 3-color like we did last time. However, I think Sir Alan is good enough to justify it. He's like one of the top. I don't know. 30 cards. He's pretty good. Is what this listing tells me. And clearly better than everything else here. So it would really only be for color reasons that I would take anything else. The problem is there are like 2 playable cards that are actually in my colors. What kind of games am I going to get into with this card, and what do I want to help me with those? I don't really know. Like, I'm just looking at Revenge of Ravens and wondering if it's good, basically. Does this card win the game all by itself? No, it doesn't. You need, in particular, I guess, okay, here's the thing. What does this card need? It needs your opponent not to have any creatures, because it's not very good if it's just like a 4-mana 3/3 flying haste. It's fine, it's a good card. You would draft a 4-mana 3/3 flying haste a lot of the time, but it's not like insane. Whereas if your opponent doesn't have a flyer that can block it, it's insane because of the options that it can do. So I think that Drown in the Lock is actually what we need there, right? It's removal / counterspell. And also this being like a flying rogue kind of plays in with the blue-black flying rogues idea. Is that present in this set actually? I remember it was in the last set. What is blue-black? Yeah, this draft guide doesn't really know what you're supposed to do if you play blue-black. Drown in the Lock is obviously one of the best cards in that color combo, but it does require you to kind of commit to it. I mean, obviously this can make people discard, and that's good for triggering this, but it's kind of a chicken and egg problem, right? If you need this Drown in the Lock to activate Rankle, then it doesn't work. I think I'm going to try blue-black. I think Revenge of Ravens is just a little bit slow and isn't really going to help me. This is speculative. It'll be great if we get enough blue-black stuff, and it might end up that we can't play it. But I think that's the case for any of these cards we would have picked. Oh, Reaper of Night, another large black card, huh? I mean, it makes them discard, so that helps with Drown in the Lock, of course. I think that's probably best. Enchanted Carriage is okay. Lochthwain Paladin is like a black card that doesn't really do what we want. Like, we kind of seem to be building towards this flyer/mill plan, and this is both of those things. Occam Adversary. Obviously, we're unlikely to want a green card at this point, but I do like this is a card I'm not familiar with, so I'd like to read it. It's a 4-mana 2/3 Death Touch that hates green. Okay. I knew it. So somewhere there must be a white card that doesn't like white cards in here somewhere. Because I know there's Mystical Dispute in blue, which like hates on blue. Red Cap Melee in red. This is in green. And there's something in black. It's that card that makes your opponent exile a card from their hand, but if it isn't black, then you also exile one from your hand. I forget what it's called. Anyway, apparently this is the green one. And I can't remember if I've seen the white one before. So tiny. I mean, it's blue. It likes this kind of mill thing. This is self-mill, which I don't yet really have. Let's take So Tiny and just keep trying to commit to this blue-black idea. Hopefully we'll get enough to make it work. I think second choice is like Golden Egg as just some draw, which I don't think is very good. So I'm sad that I'm going to have to see that pack again. But I guess when I see it, it'll have one card. So it was probably going to be junk anyway, right? Okay, a small blue flyer. Yeah, it's the only thing in my colors. No reason to pick anything else. There's no like artifacts or anything. Seems fine. Forever Young? Maybe? Or I might just want like a 2-mana little creature. I don't know, I think Forever Young is probably better. There's a few things I'd like to put back on top of my deck, perhaps. And just having some draw is okay. This is meh, probably. I wouldn't mind taking it, but I'm not excited about it. Probably none of these, but Weapon Rack if anything, right? I don't need a giant skewer. I don't think. It's just so slow. I mean, not that Weapon Rack is fast, I guess. But spending 3 mana to equip this is a luxury I often won't have. And creating food costs even more mana. So this is for like very slow decks or food synergy decks, I think. Are we very slow? Like, we're not fast, that's for sure. Yeah, I think we'll just take a Weapon Rack and probably sideboard it for now. Okay. A Wishful Merfolk. It's just like, it's a 2-mana creature that will help me make it to the late game for my 2 large creatures. Sure. Another one? Probably better than Lash of Thorns, which... it's a pretty weak combat trick, I think. But okay, better than Moonlit Scavengers. I'll probably just sideboard this as well. More Merfolk? I mean, okay, if you say so. Does it matter which I take? No, I have at least 4 of all of them in my collection, so... sure, Cow. Another Weapon Rack. Ooh. Didn't Say Please is probably pretty good, though. Or Memory Theft. They're both kind of millish things. We don't want to pivot into red at this time. Yeah, I think these are both fine. How do these two... oops, I clicked the wrong thing. How do these two rank like first pick order? Memory Theft is like pretty bad, actually. Line 4595 of this draft guide, and Didn't Say Please is 4452. So they're both not good. But it says Didn't Say Please is slightly better. Okay, and it mills a bit more, fine. Heraldic. I keep saying Heraldic because I'm thinking of the Heraldic Cube. Heraldic Banner doesn't really do anything for me here. I don't need color fixing. I don't need my creatures to get slightly more attack very badly. It'd be fine on blue, I guess, but I'm not excited about it. This is like a synergy with Rankle, but it's a pretty bad creature, I think. This is something I'm usually happy to take, but that's because I've been playing Knights. Right now, this is just like a 2-mana 2/1 lifelink, and I have better 2-mana cards in these Merfolk, I think. So I'm kind of between Unexplained Vision as like a very late game card, or Mistford River Turtle, which is like going to be okay sometimes, but only quite situationally. I only have one card that it's really important that it not be blocked, and that creature already has flying, so I think this is just not doing anything most of the time. I'm going to take Unexplained Vision, which is really good if you can Adamant it, but obviously it's quite slow. Blue-green, no thank you. This is the kind of red-blue large flyer. I don't think I want that. I have enough kind of large late-game flyers. Do I have a lot of stuff that can survive 2 damage? I have the Reaper of Night and Rankle. And that's kind of it, right? So this doesn't seem that good to me either. So it's kind of looking like I don't want anything. Maybe I could just take a golden egg. I'm not sure I would run it. But it's like, you know, it's a food that draws. Could be okay. It's something that you're like alright with playing when you don't have anything else to do. And I think most of these other cards are just worse than that. I'm not sure if I'll play it. We'll put it in for now. Queen of Ice. Now there's a card that slows the game down. Or another Unexplained Vision. Or Lash of Thorns, which I don't really want. We could take a Witch's Cottage. But I think we could use a 3-drop, really. And this slows things down, which is sort of what I'm hoping for, to get to a couple of large late game things and draw and all this stuff. Opt is fine, or we could take another Reaper of Night. Might be overdoing it. On the other hand, it might not be. I don't know. I want to keep drawing giant cards in the late game. I don't want to draw them early, so that's sort of an issue. I probably am not running Witch's Cottage, but let's take it. Actually, you know what? Let's put it in the deck, because I often forget about lands. It's easy to see when I'm choosing what to cut, but if I'm choosing to add it, I'll forget. Actually, this is totally fine. It's a 3-mana 2/3, which is not great, but it's okay. And it scries too. And in my last draft, I discovered, like, I don't know, scry is better than I thought it was. To ensure you get the right draws. And scry 2 is actually quite a lot. Corridor Monitor? I think I kind of have enough largish flyers. I mean, on the other hand, largest flyers are the way I want to win the game, so taking another is kind of cool. But this is like often going to be a 4-mana 2/2 flyer, which is not that great. Like, you would pay 3 mana for a 2/2 flyer most of the time. So this is... And you would pay like 5 mana for a 3/3 flyer. So the idea with this Adamant is like... Unsurprisingly, the idea is it's below average if you can't cast Adamant and above average if you can. But more than that, the question is just like, what does it fit in the deck at the moment? And like, maybe. We have some super heavy cards. We're a little bit low on actual 4-drops, but like these 2 Reapers of Night can be played on 4. And we have Rankle, of course. But I don't know. Maybe just taking another is probably better than a 1/4. Yeah, I think Quarter Monitor is not that great, and I don't care about its effect very much. So let's just take a Paladin. It'll be Adamant occasionally, and maybe that's good enough. Memory Theft, probably fine. Pass. Pass again, but I guess Sorcerer's Broom, if anything. Pass. Lash of Thorns is black. There's that pack we didn't want to see again, I think. Okay, Castle Vantress. So what is this? Alright, so it's an island that's also a mana sink for the late game to help you draw the right cards, which is pretty cool. I mean, it costs 5 mana to scry 2, which is cool. I mean, like, it's very expensive, obviously, but if you're in the late game where you don't have any cards you can play, having an ability that lets you spend 5 to... I say 5 because it's 4, plus you don't get the mana from this land. 5 to ensure you get a good draw next turn is, like, pretty worthwhile. What is this? Epic Downfall? Oh, that's great, right? 2 mana, exile a large creature? That's insane. Foreboding Fruit is also fine. How good is Epic Downfall? I feel like I've never even seen that one. It's pretty good. Line 2900 something. Where is that in the, like, the narrated list? Am I even going to be able to find it? Just visually scanning for this weird, like, I don't know, a giant raven flying into a dragon is what that is? I feel like I must have missed it. Yeah, it's rated higher than this, isn't it? Oh, I should also check how high Castle Vantress is rated. It's kind of annoying. I can't find Epic Downfall on this in the list of pictures. It's a black card that costs 1 and a black. Maybe the art is different. I probably just missed it. It is easy to misscan. So Reeve Soul, as we know, is quite good. Oh, and Castle Vantress is listed as like great, a B-. But where the heck is Epic Downfall? How am I missing it? Surely it's not actually a bad card. Huh, I don't know. Like, I've scrolled way down to the bottom of the list and I still haven't seen it. And I know it's not at the bottom because I saw its rating. Like, just weird. I just wanted to see like where it, okay, but okay. We'll just look in, sorry for keeping you guys waiting. So we saw that Epic Downfall is line 2900-ish or something, right? And Castle Vantress is worse. It's like line, I can't even tell. It's here twice. I don't know why. I wish I could tell. So that means if it's rated worse, then Epic Downfall must be like really high on the list, and I just keep missing it somehow. This bugs me. How am I missing it? It's listed like 400 lines. I know this is boring, but I try to use this thing to draft well, you know? So you said that Castle Vantress is like a B-, yes. And then somewhere above it, and indeed above Reeve's Soul, apparently, is Epic Downfall, and I just can't find it in the list of pictures. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? I know it's not, they can't have forgotten it because I'm looking at the source of the same page and I can Control F and find it. Oh, there it is. It is like one of the best uncommons. Okay, great. So that confirms what I thought, that Epic Downfall is a good and insane, in fact, removal card. But I was just like going crazy that I couldn't find it. Why couldn't I find it? The art, like, it looks correct. I just wasn't looking on the far left of the page or something. I don't know. Anyway, Mystical Dispute. I think that's actually pretty okay. It's a 3-mana counter, but actually there's better stuff here. I think even Witching Well might be better, but better by far is a Reeve's Soul. Just give me some more flexible removal, small removal, I guess. Be a more accurate way to put it. Eye Collector? Merfolk's Secret Keeper? They're both like blue-black mill cards. We could take another Unexplained Vision. But I think we kind of have wound up with enough draw. Is that about right? Maybe not. I haven't taken that much now that I look at it. It's just like I don't have that many creatures, right? 10? That's pretty low. And I don't have any proactive 1-drops. So the question is, do you... I think I do want one of the creatures. The question is, do you want a 0/4 to keep you alive? Or do you want a 1/1 to like get in a bit of chip damage? And I think I want a 0/4. Yeah, let's give it a try. Here's a blue-black Covetous Urge. Huh. I mean... It's 4 mana to like take away one of their cards. Which can be pretty cool. Especially like the idea with this is if opponent has something that, for example, they have, I don't know, Deathless Knight, the thing that comes back from your graveyard every time you heal. You can take it away from them permanently. Or no, because when it dies on your side, it goes back into their graveyard. So it's not exiling. But actually, you could just exile it and never play it and leave it there. And then it actually would never come back. I think it's clearly like Covetous Urge didn't say, please, we don't need another Unexplained Vision that badly right now. and counters are fun. This is like a 4-mana card that doesn't exactly counter, right? But it takes away a card that they were going to play. I don't know. The problem is you might play this when... I don't know. If you play it in the late game, you get a card from their graveyard, which hopefully you can find a good one by then. And if you play it in the mid game, you can take away their big threat without having to like float mana to hold counter spells open. I think I'll take a Covetous Urge, but let's look at just how good they are. Covetous is listed as like not that great, line 3800, whereas say Please listed as substantially worse. And I think Unexplained Vision, also not that great. So as a first pick, this card is better, and I think there's no real reason to disagree with that. And I also assessed that it seemed like it might be better than them as well, so okay. Mantle of Tides, no thank you. Scavengers, no. Barrow Witches. I don't have any knights. Maybe the Vantress Paladin's a knight? It is. But the Reaper of Night isn't. Oh, Lost Legion is a knight. Okay. But it's still like, I don't know, a 5-mana creature that doesn't do what I want. So I don't want it. These are all bad, is my conclusion. Let's take the Ginger Root and just sideboard it and almost certainly not play it. Another So Tiny, a Witching Well, or a Memory Theft. How many activators did we end up getting for mill stuff? I mean, Merfolk's got 4. Obviously, like, Epic Downfall... Actually, it exiles stuff. It doesn't even go to Graveyard. Reeve Soul kind of destroys a creature, but I don't think you should count stuff like that. There's lots of ways to kill creatures, like just playing your own. So there's 4 on the Wish, or on the Secret Keeper. Didn't say Please is 3. Memory Theft is 1. Rankle does some eventually. And we have a couple Reapers of Night. It's not actually all that much. I think it might be better to take another Memory Theft. I don't know. It's like, I have quite a number of things that want to take stuff out of their hand, and then Reapers of Night become flyers in that case. Maybe it's fine to just take more of that. But I'm kind of like, what if I took a Witching Well? It's obviously more of a red-blue card than a black-blue card, but it could still be fine as like a proactive 1-drop and then some draw. I don't think I want the Golden Egg. Like, am I dying in the early game? I have quite a lot of cheap removal, actually. So, maybe, I don't know. I'll take Memory Theft. I don't know if I can explain why. Ugh. Well, okay, I decided I don't want Witching Well, but maybe I want the So Tiny. It's like soft removal. And also a combat trick. So it could become like hard removal if you can actually use it to win a combat that they didn't expect you to win. Or they didn't expect you to trade, and then you say, oh, it's not a trade, I'm killing you. That kind of thing. I guess not as good as just like killing stuff, obviously, right? But that's why it costs 1. And using like -6, -0 is practically killing it most of the time. Except it's not, because there's like creatures with abilities. This doesn't work on creatures with abilities. It's just stuff they want to attack you with. I'll take another Memory Theft. How are my colors looking, by the way? 12, 11, very even. Tome Raider? Or Lost Legion. Would you rather draw 1 or scry 2? I think usually you would rather draw 1. And it's a flyer. Another Tome Raider? It seems fine. I don't think we want Runaway together. Yeah, just like take this as like it obviously doesn't increase the number of cards in your hand, so you don't exactly want to call it draw, but it's a cantrip, right? You can play this and not have less gas than you started with. This all sucks. This all sucks, but I already have a weapon rack, and I'm not going to put in 2. I don't know, actually that kind of applies to all of this. No, let's just take another weapon rack. It's the best card of the ones on offer there. All right. So what are we removing? Probably the Witch's Cottage, right? That would get us down to 40. If we just put a swamp in instead. Kind of questionable choice of lands, but okay, I guess we did end up with 14 blue. The thing is, though, I don't have any double blue, so I might prefer, and I have like several double black cards. So I think I should actually, I do have 1 double blue here. I think I should prefer to run more black than blue. If I'm doing that, I could consider Witch's Cottage. Yeah, I think I can run 1 Witch's Cottage. Now, what could I cut? Well, okay, let's ask what could I add? Nothing? Okay, well, I guess we're not cutting anything. That makes the decision easier. I'm just gonna swap an island for a swamp, I think. And what swamp will we run today? This one looks cool. Eight swamps and a Witch's Cottage. And the curve is fine. We have a couple heavy hitters at the end. A fair amount of removal and some little stuff to stay alive until then. Alright, let's get this going. Lost Legion, I guess, actually is... Like, what the heck is that card even doing? It's basically just like a 3-mana scry 2 that like can try to block some damage, right? It doesn't contribute to the win condition of flyers and mill. But it's not clear what else I could take. A weapon rack, maybe? To make my Tome Raiders more meaningful would be the main advantage. Vantress Paladin would get better as well. Obviously my late game flyers would too, but they don't really need the help. So I think that's, like, I don't know, but Scrying 2 is pretty cool, and it's like just an okay creature. A 3-mana 2/3 can stop some damage. I think I'll take it, even though it doesn't contribute to killing the opponent, really. It contributes to keeping me alive until I can play some of my later game stuff, and it draws me the right cards. Well, let's try it. Sure, Rankle can be the card art. Aggressive decks look to win quickly. Well, I never would have guessed. The last set of 2 videos, the last draft run, I made so many mistakes editing that. I had to do it over, like... I'm sure my computer has spent 5 hours on rendering video. Because I was like, I put the 2 clips, I split the clips apart, I put in the little, like, please hold screen, and I said, edit, render this 1.5 hour long video, and it was like, okay, it'll take me a couple hours, and then it came back and it was like, oh, I did it wrong. Yeah, this is fine. I wish I had some black, but I have playable 3s. And I uploaded the wrong video at least once, maybe twice. It was just like a disaster. And also, by the way, at the beginning of part 2, I say welcome back to my like red, white, and green deck for some reason, when it was actually red, white, and blue. Or I don't remember what colors I said, but they were the wrong ones. I mentioned green instead of one of the colors I was actually running. Opponent's playing green. Okay, let's draw something useful. What's with all these islands, by the way? I would like not islands. Not necessarily swamps, although that's one thing I wouldn't mind. Okay, drawing way too much land here. I'm kind of thinking, like, this sucks to just play it, but what else am I going to do? I guess I should play Forever Young first and then decide? Sure. I could, like, hold out for Didn't Say Please, but I want to just, like, get this cast as a sorcery, get a couple damage in with it. So I'll go with Forever Young. Submit 0. Drown in the Loch, okay. Well, I really would like to Didn't Say Please them at some point, because Drown in the Loch doesn't do anything yet. This, like, is pretty low value, just getting in 2 damage, but the point is I want to play this guy soon, so I might as well use its ability to do something. I think I'll Memory Theft first. This creature isn't that important right now. And they might have a valuable card in hand. Plus, it turns on Drown in the Loch a little bit. Not much, but a little. Oh, Sir Conrad, get out of here. Oh, wow, 2 Return to Nature, huh? That's gonna suck a lot against me. Oh, man, they were just about to play it. So rude. I'm really glad I picked that instead of this. And I'll have 6 mana next turn, so I can... Oh yeah, maybe I should just kill that? I don't really want a 3/3 flyer in my life. Yeah, it's fine. It's not like incredible by any means, but you know, you take the value where you can get it. No attacks, now that that reach thing is in business. And this should slow them down some, although I guess I could attack with both and get in with 1. Yeah, you can have that, I don't mind. We're saving this for an important card. Actually, I guess it does get in for 1 every turn? Kind of annoying. But I don't think it's worth, like, this would be an overreaction, I think. Would really like Unexplained Vision would be a great draw at this point. Reeve Soul might be okay to take out that Ginger Brute, but it's not killing me very quickly. Yeah, no attacks. I still wonder, I think they should be attacking, well, not anymore, but they could have considered attacking, or no, because I could block with both of these to kill that, but then I would lose this? I'm not sure. Anyway, if I ever draw Reeve's Soul, I want to put it here. I think it's probably more important than the Ginger Brute to let me start getting in some flying damage. That's fine, go ahead. God, more islands, get out of here. What am I doing with 9, 10 land already of my 17? There are no profitable attacks for me. When they only had these two creatures, I could have considered attacking with the Queen of Ice. I maybe should have. But then they could have attacked back, so... It's like, if they block, they can't kill her, and some of their stuff gets tapped, and then maybe I could get in with the Tome Raider or something. But... God, this is the death by 1,000 cuts here. But now... They could just not block, and then they could swing with everything, and I would actually take more damage than them. Create food. Okay, go ahead. I'm so glad opponent has a bunch of cards that don't do anything. And I'm wondering if, like, this Ginger Brute has done a lot of damage. If I could go back in time knowing what I'm drawing, I would counter that, but I didn't know what I was drawing, and it's not reasonable. Huh. I don't really run many artifacts or enchantments. I'm thinking I could maybe just play this for... No, it's not a flyer unless they lose... Unless their hand is pretty empty. So this is still... Even though the cards they're discarding don't matter that much to me, I do want them gone. Oh, the sad thing is, a 4/5 still... Like, he's got this 1/5 reach. Why did it have me go next twice? I missed what steps those were. They weren't blockers. Did I accidentally have a stop somewhere? No. I'm not sure what's up there. I guess, I mean, yeah, you can stuff me full of some pretty nasty food before too long, I guess. I think I'm behind here? This Ginger Brute is killing me. I hate it so much. Never would have guessed. Let's just get rid of that. It's not amazing, but right now I can't do anything about it. And it threatens to get some damage in. Yeah. Like, the merfolk could block it, but then these other creatures become more of a threat. Witch's Cottage. Sadly, I don't have any creatures in there. Well, I can just wait. Yeah, gonna feed me some more apples? This card. They're almost at lethal, right? They just have to get in one more damage and then sack the Ginger Brute and the food, and I'm dead? I'm so mad. I have a haste creature. It's a blocker. Incredible. It doesn't have flash though. Well, that means I can't afford to attack with anything because then since they only have to get in one more damage, I have to have as many creatures on the board as they do in order to block. Okay, I'm still in extremely bad shape. But that might be worth something. The point is I can't attack. Eventually, attacking with these guys would do something, but I don't have... Now is not the time. You have another way to do damage to me? No, I see. You're just doing that first. Sure, that makes sense. Oh no! I'm gonna need some lifesteal to deal, or some any kind of life gain, or I'm definitely not winning the game now. They noticed that the creature has haste. Okay, but it's it's clearly a very dire circumstance here. Well, this isn't useful as a creature. I might as well hang on to it as making them discard. Clearly this stalemate is not one that I'm happy with, but if I do anything else, I just lose the game. Okay. Doesn't really do anything. Well, it does. It gives them another creature, which, as we've discussed, is sort of lethal. Okay, so maybe I should have played this. Yeah, because when are they ever going to have a card in hand to discard, right? Okay. Actually, I could play it as both, but like, why? Still no creatures to return, and this is only creatures, right? Yes. I'm dead. Okay, that's very sad. We'll just let them kill me here. They drew another ginger brute. Very funny. Okay. Oh, I should have hit resolve all, of course. Oh, I'm just like... I can't believe that I needed to counter that ginger brute. It just seemed like a harmless 1/1. And I was worried they would play a big creature, but I should have realized that I didn't have any way to deal with it. I kind of forgot that it had that, like, only haste ability. And that therefore it would be chipping away at me forever. And that was kind of my last chance to kill it. So, big mistake there. I think I could easily have won if I just countered it. I drew enough creatures to start doing damage. And I would have had like 9 more health or something. I don't know, maybe not easily. I need some blue. But any land would get me this. And this. I'm not happy with this hand, but I'm not sure if a mulligan is better. I'm really gonna keep it. It's fine. I have a lot of little stuff, so I just need like a little land. I don't know. Wow, Witch's Oven. Oh my god, what a draw. Let's choose that player. Okay, so I can turn creatures into food. Fine. Could be a green-black deck. Could just be green anything, I guess. But yeah, okay, green-black makes the most sense. Wow. Really, they love sacrificing stuff, huh? I could play Drown in the Loch on this, but it does not seem that important right now. And it's converted mana cost, so I can like wait until it gets larger. I'm just going to play a 0/4, block some damage. And I think we'll play Memory Theft next turn. Whatever sneaky 4 or 5 mana play they have, I want to get rid of it. What is this? Ramp. Oh, okay, sure. I could play Scry to like, but like their hand is quickly getting empty, and Memory Theft is therefore getting worse and worse. I think this is the time to play it. Oh, it absolutely was. Although, I mean, they could just get that one back. Okay, but right now it's not easy for them to do. Actually, well, they could bake something into a pie and then eat the pie, and then they would get it back. And that cost them less mana than just like playing the creature, but it means they have to sack one of their own creatures if they do it, so I think it's fine to put it in their graveyard instead of into play. In their hand, rather. I wish I could have hit a card that they don't just get back all the time. I think I'm losing this game too. They have this insane engine. They just get to play that guy over and over, and... Okay, what I need is Epic Downfall. That'll be the card that does it. Or, Covetous Urge would also be nice. Really? Okay. Alright, that's interesting. I milled them some cards and they're putting them back on top now. Okay. But I'm not allowed to see what they are? That's so weird to me. And now they have 3 cards in the graveyard, okay. I could play Reaper of Night. I wish I knew which creatures they have. But I'm never going to get more than 1 card with this anymore, I don't think. So let's just get rid of their forest and whatever creature they chose to draw. Maybe the Rampart Smasher? Yeah. And now this is probably not the Deathless Knight, but no, it is the Deathless Knight, okay. So, I think we play a 3-mana card, and I think it should be this one. And then we hold open Drown in the Loch to counter whatever that last card they're playing is. I've forgotten now. No and no, right? Yeah. Great work, Lost Legion. If I wanted to, I could drown any of these in the Loch as well, but they can just respond by sacrificing it, so it doesn't work out very well for me. Oh, you know what? I did want that land for Reaper of Night, which is actually the only solution I have to this guy right now. Like, I can sack a creature to him. I don't love it. But this is actually a permanent solution. I can just have a 4/5 out there to block it. You're not going to bake him into a pie or anything? Oh, you want? Sure, you want to kill him, of course. You want to kill my 2/3. What am I thinking? I wish I could remember what this card is. Oh, yeah, it's like not good, huh? Do I really want to drown that? Yeah, I have some flyers coming. I think it's fine. So you have to start doing damage eventually, right? Okay, maybe I'm glad I put the land back. Should have maybe played the Tome Raider first before playing the land. Just in case I don't want to play that land but want to play some other land. Okay, I can destroy a creature here, but I want to wait on that, obviously. Until they've committed their oven. And then destroy the other thing. Oh, it's a sorcery. That's not going to work. Well, this card just absolutely sucks while they have an untapped oven on the board. Yeah, they're going to activate it, but I still can't use this. Why oops? Oh, you wanted the mana? Yeah, you don't have... no, you don't need the mana for anything. I don't understand. What? I need to look at the battlefield. What happened? It's right there. I don't understand. What went wrong? It seems to me that you can just, like, play the thing, right? Spend this food. I don't actually understand why your hand is empty right now. Shouldn't you have a hand? You drew a card, right? We made it past your... whatever this upkeep and draw step. Huh. Maybe oops just means like, oh no, I realized I didn't have time to play this match. Gotta go, sorry. Like, I think they were well ahead. Very weird. By the way, a synergy I didn't realize with Witch's Oven, which obviously is a good synergy for Deathless Night because it makes food, but also, like, suppose you don't have something you want to sack. you can sack the Deathless Knight, and that doesn't seem like such great value because you just you remove the creature and then you pay 2 to bring it back and gain 3 life, which is okay. But actually, you get 2 food when you sack this. You can kind of accumulate, squirrel some stuff away for the winter, right? Anyway, I don't understand what happened here. I think we were behind in this game, and then suddenly we won. So, I'll take it. But we should be 0-2 at this point, I think. I mean, I don't know. The game wasn't over, but I felt behind, for sure. I needed to draw a solution to the death. Well, I don't know. All I needed was a land, and I would have a solution to the Deathless Knight. My Reaper of Night, and then I could start going in with flyers, which I had a couple of. So I was in an alright position, I think. But that was all assuming opponent did nothing and just drew only lands for the rest of the game, which is not very likely. They would have developed more threats, and I would have had to find something to do with them. Maybe I could have handled, maybe not. I would call myself the underdog, based on what I know, but not by a lot. I see 3 lands of different colors and some playable 1, 2, and 4 cards. This is great. And Drown in the Loch is just absolutely glowing at this point about what has happened so far. We'll play Islands first, because I want to have a lot of blue. Yes, I know, hello. I don't need Drown in the Loch yet. I'll want it next turn, but that's fine. Actually... yeah. Okay, we are no longer listening to this person. Mute. Attacking with this is stupid. Why would you do that? It doesn't do anything. Pass. Okay. I could counter that. But I'm happy to let them have this, I think. I assume you pick blue? I think I'm happy to let them have it. I want to counter something more important. Covetous Urge, huh? Ooh. I wish I had some mana open, but I think it was definitely important to play this. Drown in the Loch is actually only good if you have mill, but I guess you're also blue-black, so you probably do. Let's tap only blue for this. Okay. So they're going to have to mill me before they can turn on Drown in the Loch. They're blue-black, so they can probably do it. Well, not yet. I don't like this very much. I'm 1 mana short of being able to play both of these. I think I should play this one first, just to keep threatening damage. Memory Theft should be fine on a future turn as well. The problem is I need a tiny bit more power to be able to block this thing comfortably. So it seems like we're in more of a race situation. Oh, sorry. I'm not sure if I want to block this just to save 5 health. I think I can do that anytime, right? So let's not. I could trade both of these, but that's bad. I guess it was good for them to take down and block even if they can't activate it, because I could do some pretty gross stuff with it. Ooh, don't like this. They're threatening to push a lot of damage. Okay, I hope they have a useful card in hand. I maybe shouldn't have even played this because it turns on Drown in the Loch, but that's like very pessimistic. Hopefully this is their win condition right here. Seems unlikely. But this card isn't getting any better. Great. Oh boy. I mean, I think I just need to go in and try to race because I'm losing the long game for sure. My merfolk at least cancels with theirs, which is nice. I think I'm losing the short game as well, by the way. They have 2 large creatures to attack with, including this. The mice, not so much, but they can turn into the cottage, right? Carriage, rather. Witch's Oven. Kind of a weird thing to see in this deck. What is that for? Mm-hmm. Swing with everything, maybe? Not the 2/4. Okay. Yeah, let's do this while I can. Next turn they might have some way to, like, I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly. But I need to stop the damage. I can't even attack with everything this turn. Huh. What do I even want? The merfolk is okay. She can combine with the Tome Raider to kill off the carriage. But is there something else I could draw that I could play for 6 mana that would actually contribute to winning the game? If so, I should try to top deck that, right? Maybe like Epic Downfall would be pretty good, I guess. So let's submit 0. Oh yeah, there is that, huh? Great. All right. I don't know. I can't even threaten to win a race when they have the oven. Is the saddest thing of all. Oh no! Some more mice. All right, get me out of here. Yeah, that's lethal. So. Well, oh, hang on. I wanted to make some changes to the deck here. Memory theft, I don't know. It's been good once and maybe twice, but like I'm actually thinking like I should put in the Ginger Brute, which like seems stupid, but I was just so impressed with what it did that one game. And I don't really have any other like ways to just gradually grind them down with damage. I don't know, I have flyers. I feel like I haven't been drawing my good cards enough. Like I took quite a bit of, well, I took some removal. I have like two mana cards. I've drawn Drown in the Loch a lot, I guess. But I haven't drawn either my Epic Downfall or Reeve Soul at all, which is a bit sad. Merfolk Secret Keeper has been totally fine. And so would the Merfolk. Honestly, when I played Lost Legion, it was great. Maybe what I don't want is the memory theft. It's tough to play except in the early game. And it's not even always good in the early game. Although it was like, well, was it ever? Yeah, when I killed off Sir Conrad, but that was a game that I lost, so maybe not that that compelling of evidence. Well, so in fairness, though, this is how the last draft started, right? We went like, in the first draft, we went lose, win, lose? Or we went win, lose, lose. I don't remember. And then we won 6 in a row. So I assume that's what this is going to do also. Look at this. They're trying to find someone bad enough to play against me. Okay, it's happening. Sad Alphon. Okay, I mean, I need some black, but I have a couple creatures to play, and I have like one of my best removal spells. I think definitely my best removal spell, in fact. So I'll just stick around until I can draw black. Opponent's mulliganing. Which is nice, but certainly not a guarantee of an easy win by any means. There's some black. I'm just that good. Opponent's playing blue again. We've run into like, okay, this time blue-green. What is blue-green again? Non-humans? No, that's red-green. Blue-green is like expensive creatures and ramp, I think? I could actually just like bop them. That might be better than playing another Merfolk. Get in some damage? Sure. My hand doesn't really have a pressing need to play more Merfolks right now. Or to keep it. I'm not excited about keeping Didn't Say Please open. Happy to see an island. Now I can play this Adamant. No counters, please. Thank you. I don't know if there is a blue counter that would work with just one blue and one green. Okay, I think we will be deleting that with Epic Downfall. And then just go in for 6. Oh, it doesn't work. It's too small. Whoops. Let's see. I can use So Tiny to combat trick this away. So let's just attack with both. Keep pushing damage. This costs like 5 to equip or something? Yeah. That's a good creature. Charmed Sleep, that's a good one. Okay. Kind of wish I had like a counter spell available, but I think it was important to kill that off and keep pushing damage. So, oh look, I could Epic Downfall my own creature. What great value that would be, huh? So, I think it's more important to attack and to keep this open than it is to play another Merfolk. Because I kind of want to keep mana floating, which means I don't want to attack with 2 of these anyway. I just want Didn't Say Please to get something good. And I also want to do damage to my opponent. Those are 2 desires that I have. Go ahead. Sure, go ahead. I guess I could have countered it to stop them drawing, but I don't really... Oh, I do kind of care about this, don't I? Because it ruins my Merfolk. I should have countered the first of those, actually, now that I think about it a bit more. It was like a weak creature, so I was not excited about doing it, but like now that I think about it, I didn't even consider it. But giving it a little more thought about the consequences of this, this creature actually ruins my day quite a lot. Though, as it happens, I wasn't attacking with the Merfolk this turn anyway. Not that I knew that. Discarding lands, I assume? Actually, I guess... Wow. These are cards that seem quite good right now. I wonder what they're keeping. Tome Raider? Why? Let's... I could erase the Tome Raider here, but that doesn't seem like great value. It's not doing anything at the moment except threatening 1 damage. I guess you could threaten 3 damage. Yeah, let's just draw a card and get rid of their 1/1. Okay. Double check, it has 3 or greater, yes. It's not going to force me to remove my own creature. Obviously, I wish I could get better value than that. But I do have Forever Young to bring that back. Ooh, another halberd. It's exciting. They're not attacking with it. I wonder why not. Wouldn't... You're really... Okay, because then I would not block and then I would attack. I see. Hang on, how much blue do I have? 4? So this keeps 2 open, which is fine. Wait, I don't want to attack with that. What am I even thinking? So no rush to get Epic Downfall. Let's just play one of these and keep Forever, or keeps Didn't Say Please available. I'm actually shocked they threw away Unexplained Vision. Like, what on earth? The mermaids are doing a good job of keeping this. Oh, this is so great. I would be really sad if opponent had Didn't Say Please, but like, what can you do? You gotta put this creature down, right? Well, okay, let's attack first. Just in case they choose to do something during combat. I guess there's no scenario where that matters much to me, but... okay, it resolves. Yeah, that doesn't work. Gingerbread is here. Okay, yeah, I'll do it, sure. Yeah. Keeping open enough blue. All I need now is Didn't Say Please, I think, and I'm in reasonable shape. Also, I have Forever Young in case I need it. Don't know exactly what I will need it for yet, but to bring back some removal or to bring back a creature if they kill it. Okay, this is no longer a flyer. So they weren't actually dead yet. Actually, I think I could have just attacked with everything and that would have overwhelmed their blocking capacity. Yeah. Okay, so they were dead. All right, we made it to 2 and 2. Road to 7 and 2 is currently underway. More real game? Boy, I don't know how to pronounce that, whatever language that is. I wish I had some black, but I do have playable 2 and 3 and some draw and an insane creature when I can finally play it. Ooh, I hate that. Maybe I'll use it on one of my flyer or something. Then I can, because this is like the worst nightmare of this creature is a Scalding Cauldron. Blue-white. Okay, artifacts. Why do I have 5 islands? There's only 8 in the deck. This is disgusting. I don't want this. Okay. I'll just draw. No attacks, of course. Okay, a 3/3 flyer. That might draw their ire. with the Cauldron. Although, I don't know, maybe I want to hang on to it to try to tempt them to Cauldron something else? I'm not sure what. Really? Are you gonna so tiny me or something? Is that the idea? I won't allow it. Is there some reason not to play that? I don't think there's a good reason. If they want to spend the Cauldron, there's like not much I can do about it, I don't think. Maybe I could convince them to spend it on the Queen of Ice? Developing this right now doesn't really accomplish anything. They might even choose to kill my Tome Raider. Although, since they didn't do it there, they're apparently not doing it. Oh, okay. They want to get rid of the 2/3. Fine. Well, that's that dodged, I guess. And now that I have So Tiny available in response, I will go ahead and block here. To force them to spend their, I assume, So Tiny or something like it. What am I doing? That's so stupid. It's... It still kills my thing. I was thinking I would get to kill it, but it's only -2 power. But okay. It's out of commission for indefinitely anyway, so it's not the worst play in the world, but it definitely did not do what I thought it was going to do. And I feel a bit dumb about that. What do you have for 1 mana? 1 white mana. I don't like being mono blue. I'd like to draw a swamp, please. Ooh, Castle Ardenvale. Okay, so you can make 1/1 tokens. A swamp! We did it! I can see what they have now. Also, they have 1 card in their graveyard. It's going to be a while till we get to 7. It's too bad I didn't get this like a tiny bit earlier, because I could have stopped this guy from coming in. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Mystic Dispute me? No. What? That's actually worse! Because now I can exile this? What? This seems like horrible. I don't want you to play it at all. Prophet of the Peak I'm not thrilled about either. Glass Casket... It doesn't get any of my stuff right now? It gets Tome Raider. Okay, let's get rid of you. And we'll exile this. What a bizarre play. Or not, we didn't exile it, we put it into their graveyard from exile. Like, why would you put the Queen of Ice? I don't know, man. That just allows me to throw it away if I want to. You were trying to stop me from making you discard this, but instead I put it... I don't know, just seems like a blunder. I guess I already blundered this game, so... maybe it's fair to let them have one. A swamp would be insane right now, obviously. That one. Not the flyer. Opponent really wants to push damage. It's very surprising given what's in their hand. I don't understand this. And now I know they have this big 6-mana card that I would be happy to didn't say please. I don't care about the Queen of Ice. You can have it. I'm winning the race right now, so like, what's the problem? I just don't want them getting to stick a 5/5 is all. I'm not winning the race by much, it must be said. Maybe that... I don't know. It still seems like they should have exiled the 1/1, because this was kind of hard for me to attack with, but maybe not. Oh, that's so perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Just after activating didn't say please, in fact. Okay, which things do we want? Everyone sack a creature sounds good to me. I have 1/1 to get rid of. Everyone discard a card is great. And then let's all lose a life and draw a card, shall we? Not in that order. That was gross. I was in good shape anyway, of course. Okay, just in case they have something that does 7 damage, we'll block here. Seems almost impossible. Okay, what's he gonna do? Oh, you tapped them both! Nice work! You got me. And you made a token. Very cool, very cool. And you have a 2/3 flyer, so you can block one of them. You're not going to play it, though? No, you are, right? Yeah. Okay. You're tapped out and dead. Alright. I still feel dumb about that so tiny mistake. But, in fairness, it was only a tiny mistake. Haha! Oh boy. When you're sitting here recording for YouTube all by yourself, there's no one to make jokes for you or to laugh at your jokes, so you kind of have to do everything. But sometimes, like when you're just kind of letting stream of consciousness come out of your mouth and you hear something go by and you're like, oh, that was close to being a joke. I could work on that. I don't know. It livens up the atmosphere in here. Looks fine. I have 3 mana. The Witch's Cottage is just a swamp here, but it's not a worse swamp. I couldn't use the black now anyway. We get going with the Wishful Merfolk. I have Reeve Soul, but it does not really seem necessary right now. It's looking like green-red, or maybe just green anything. I don't know. And we'll just draw, try to get some more important cards, you know, curve out, and get a flyer. Things are fine. So far, just green, huh? Interesting. This is a human, so it doesn't activate the tracker. What do we do now? Activate the Merfolk and play another? Seems better than anything else. If they want to double trade to kill this, do I want to allow that? I don't think they want to do that, honestly. Maybe I Reeve Soul something just to let me push in more damage? If so, I guess it would be this. I'm actually going to use my timeout here, believe it or not. I'm going to... No, here we go. Let's tap this. And then go in for 4. Because the Queen of Ice will be... I kind of want to play it soonish. And now I don't have to worry about wasting its adventure ability, and I made good use of it. It did perhaps as much as 6 damage, hopefully. Oh, I love to see Tall as a Beanstalk here. Because I can just re-soul it, right? Oh, power 3 or less, and converted mana cost 3 or greater. I can't actually do either of them. Oh no! They're 2 different axes, and you've managed to split both, be on the wrong side of both of them. So Drown in the Lock is what I need. I need to get them to mill 2 cards, right? I don't have a way to do that right now. Or even just, like, you don't have to lose them. Alright, let's get this down to block against the tracker, I guess. I just need them in your graveyard for one reason or another. So, like, I could kill a couple creatures. Ah, perfect. There's something that I can kill with an Epic Downfall. Oh, but that exiles it. It's still not in their graveyard. Very funny. Alright. Well, we'll just scry something up. Didn't say please is fine? Yeah. It's great, actually. Because it mills them and also prevents them from making the board state worse. Opponent appears to be mono green, just in case nobody noticed that yet. Oh, another one, huh? Well, it's a little bit annoying. If I play that, I can't keep didn't say please, huh? I don't really need it. I can trade a 3-2 and a 2-3 right now for their 5-5, and I would be happy to do that. I could Reeve Soul the 1-1, but that does not seem valuable. So let's just do nothing. Keep didn't say please handy. It's a green deck with 5 mana, so they're going to have some kind of scary stuff. Target non-human creature? That one, I guess? It's a little scary. I'll do it, sure. Oh, it can't be blocked by creatures with powers 2 or less. Whoops, I missed that. Okay, so I need another merfolk down, but that's fine. Now that I've spent my double blue, I can afford to develop blue stuff. Kind of wish I could counter that. Oh, I could just take it. Oh no, it's in... it's not in their hand, it's in exile. Actually, I could just Reeve Soul it. That'll be fine. So... Reeve Soul is a sorcery. So we're going to play this. And we're going to drown your 4/6. It's an instant, I could wait. But I want to attack with my 1/1. Oh, and actually, like, all of these? I don't need them for anything at the moment. You could block with this and a 1/1 to kill one of my 2/3s. That's okay, though, I think. She wasn't doing much. Oh no, more Tallest Beanstalk? I can't handle that. Are any of these? Maybe the Halberd? So I blocked with these two and like this. I could trade for an 8/8. Yikes. I think I take the 8 damage here. Seven mana? I don't even want the bears. What am I thinking? This sucks. You have another one? Well, I don't want that. Like, I don't want it to exist in your hand, I should say. I'm having a lot of trouble with this guy, obviously. I kind of have to start chump blocking him, but I can play this and... Oh, man. I should maybe have... Okay, they didn't block. I should have just killed this, actually. So that they couldn't make a useful block. I wonder, can I chump block long enough to just, like, live? By the way, oh, right, I was saving it for this. Oh, dear. Hello? Why wouldn't it let me play it? I was, like, clicking on it and it just wasn't going anywhere. And then I double-clicked and it played it. Which is fine, but... Oh, jeez, this is just so horrible. Can I get away with that? I think I can live. I need to be threatening some lethal, or they can just, like, keep attacking and kill me. I don't think it actually works, because, especially with their food token, I haven't mathed it out, but it seems like they have enough. So I need to count on drawing something good, but I think I also need to get in some damage. I didn't want to attack with this, because it's the main thing keeping me alive. Maybe I should have, though, and block like that. But this, it's useful for this to threaten to attack, actually. Okay, no spells, that's good. Tell me I froze the board enough that they're not going to attack. They are. I think they're right. But it's getting pretty close. I don't know what I can even draw that would... Oh, that's pretty scary. This is not it. So I can't get in any damage there. Or with any of my other stuff. This could get in 4 damage, but then I would die. So this is game over for the run. Yeah, that looks right to me. Well, is it? I don't know. We're obviously blocking like that. This seems totally normal. Opponent's getting in 4. Yeah, it clearly was right to tap this instead of attack with it, because now I can't get this kill. I see. Well, I mean... I guess I'll just take 4 damage? Blocking it doesn't seem very useful. Maybe this creature will be useful somehow in the future. A Reaper of Night. Might keep me alive for a turn, although I don't think so. I can block this. Yeah, I am alive. I think. Not if I attack with that, though, because then swinging with everything... still doesn't kill me. No, swinging with everything kills me. I can... No, I could block these two. Or if you only attack with 2, then I block here. and here, and you get in for 2. I'm not sure exactly what the 1 damage is buying me, but I might as well try somehow. I don't know. It's like when you're in a guaranteed losing position, what exactly do you do? Nothing seems very good, right? Okay. Those 3 paladins were just too much. Well, 2. But I think, as I recall, I had a way of dealing with the second one, except that I saw they had a 3rd in hand. Right, Covetous Urge, I could have taken the halberd from them and then ganged up on this. Yeah. Even once it was tall as a beanstalk, I could have dealt with it by stealing their weapon. I would have been, I think, in relatively bad shape. But just the 3rd Garenbolg, whatever the hell it is, paladin, was just too much. I don't know. I don't remember. Did I use my didn't say please too freely or something? I got pretty good value out of all my removal spells, I feel like. Yeah, I drowned something in the lock after it became tall as a beanstalk. I re-sold a 1/1 that was really a 2/2. I put Epic Downfall on a 5/5. Like, how much more could you ask for, right? Oh well. That's it for today, and I think that's it for Throne of Eldraine, right? Like, technically I could sign up for another. Maybe I will on another account. I guess you'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.